y'all, Shay here. Sorry, I've got my other hand trying to drink some water before we started. Hope everybody's doing good. Today is Wednesday for me / Thursday for you, and you know what that means. It's my favorite video. I say it every time and I mean it. It's our whip and chat video. I love whip and chats. WIP stands for work in progress. And chat, I'm just going to hang out with y'all and just update you on what we've been up to around here and keep you some company while you craft or chore or drive, whatever you need to do. I normally go for about an hour, so, say if you need to grab yourself a drink, I need to drink some more. I just ate lunch and I had some chicken tortilla soup. And I put a ton of sriracha in it. And now I'm like, whew, maybe a little too much. It was spicy. All right, y'all. My whip is diamond painting, as you can see. And I'm working on a Craftibly painting because I'm doing an event called All Things Craftibly 21 that Kara, the principal painter, and GB Maltese is putting on. And so I know the last whip and chat, I think I was about right here. So as y'all can see, I'll zoom you out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, and look at the sparkle. This is all this white right here. This is all ABs. This whole section and then all over here. So pretty. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Then there's some ABs here and also some here. Yeah, it looks, and then they've got them sprinkled through here. They're really, really pretty. This is Java Joanna, and do y'all remember I had a subscriber comment about her, and now I can't get it out of my head. You remember that song by Kool and the Gang, Joanna, I love you, you're the one for me. Do y'all remember that song? Yes, the Kool and the Gang song. So Java Joanna, girl, you got your own song. Yes, she is so cute. So I'm trying to pace myself. I don't want to, I was really going gangbusters on this section, and I was like, whoa, I'm gonna slow up a little bit. So I did this section yesterday, and I haven't really done a lot of diamond painting in the last couple of days. I had some goals that I was trying to finish and some things I wanted to accomplish over the weekend. And so that was kind of my focus, like all day Sunday. Let me go ahead and pick a color, and we'll get into what I was up to and what I was working on. And of course, everything that I'm using and that I'm working on here, I will have listed down in the description for y'all to go check out if you're interested in anything. So let's go ahead and peel back. I always like to kind of go to bed with like a finished section. So last night I was like, I can do it. So I finished it. So let's unveil. And that was a lot of confetti. I was kind of getting a little like, ugh. So we've got a little, this was a lot of color blocking. I'm sorry. Now this may be a little more action on this one. Yes, it's her eye. Ooh, and her glasses. I thought about blinging out her glasses a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave them as is and just see how it goes. I wonder if I need to bring y'all back in again. I had you kind of zoomed out. Whoa, you see my pants there. My little crazy pants. Okay, that should be good. Look at y'all, she's looking at you. She's peeking. Look at her ear. Never really noticed that. She's got a really pointed ear. Yeah, look at that. That is crazy. That is so funny to see that. Little story behind that now that I see this. One of my ears, and it's actually my right ear, I had surgery on because and even my parents had taken me to a plastic surgeon when I was a kid just to see how much it would cost to get it fixed. But I was teased really, really bad for my ears because basically what they said was when we went to the plastic surgeon, they said that my ears, especially one of them, they weren't finished growing. And so they didn't finish curling in all the way. So one of my ears the skin that should have been curled in was kind of sticking out. And so I was called Dumbo, elf ears, all kinds of names. So I kind of had like a little pointed ear. It was just an extra piece of skin essentially that just hadn't curled in. So when I became an adult, I decided to have it fixed because I do wear, as y'all know, I wear my hair back a lot. I wear a lot of hats. I wear a lot of ponytails. I wear a lot of buns. And, you know, I was self-conscious about it. And so, yeah, I got it fixed as an adult. So that's funny. She's got one of my little ears, and her other ear is covered up by the braid. That's so funny because that's kind of stuff I used to do, is try to hide it, you know? But yeah, that's kind of what my ear looked like. It had a little point to it. That's funny. I'm going to show my husband. He'll think that's funny. Yeah, so I had my, the name of the ear surgery is called otoplasty, or otoplasty, I think is how you pronounce it. But it's having your ears tucked, essentially, when they stick out too far. So yep, I had that done. Now they did say that they could end up, you know, over time, you know, going back out again naturally. And when I look at them sometimes, I think maybe they are coming back out just a tiny bit, but at least that one piece of skin was removed and, you know, it's not so prominent like it was before. So I don't think I have little elf ears anymore, or Dumbo ears. So sad. Kids are so mean. So what has been going on? How have y'all been? Hopefully everything's going okay. It's a lot going on here. August is always, I say that with a big sigh. August is always a little busy. Even my friends that I talk to on a normal basis are even like, hello, are you okay? Are you there? And I said, I'm not ignoring you. It's just, here's what goes on in August. So Thursday is the first day of school. So we've got school starts August 12th. So that's always crazy, trying to get ready for school, trying to get school clothes and school supplies and haircuts and, you know, all the things. Get them back on some type of, you know, sleep schedule, which has been really, really difficult, and it really didn't work. Tonight's a school night, and we weren't really successful with that. But anyways, they'll just be tired the first few days. So the weird thing is, they start school on Thursday, and it's weird. They go to school for 2 days, right? And then they have the weekend. So maybe it's just to, like, they've done it the last few years. Maybe it's just to, like, ease them into it. That's the only thing I can figure, is that it's just to kind of get the first couple of days knocked out and then start fresh Monday, and, you know, kind of having a couple of days under your belt and knowing some of the rules and your teacher and kind of getting some things figured out. So this year, my oldest will be a junior, and, you know, he just got, you know, Ryan, he just got his license a few months ago. So he's actually going to be driving. He's going to be driving half of the time. He'll be taking Nate, my other son, will be 15 in August. He'll be driving him to school on A days. They have A and B days where they have different classes. It's almost like college. And that's because he can't take him on B days because Ryan has late arrival. He was able to put that in his schedule because he had already met some of his credits. So if you do that when you're a junior or senior, you're allowed to do late arrival. And so those days I'll take him, or he can walk. We live really close to all three of the schools. But I normally like to end up taking them to school. I'm already up. I want to make sure they get there on time. Now, I'm all good with them walking home. I really don't want to pick up in the afternoon, but I don't mind taking them in the morning. So that's school related. Tonight, Wednesday night, we actually have Meet the Teacher with my youngest, Lauren. Lou is going to meet her teacher tonight. We got Miss Gonzalez. So she doesn't know who she is. She's not familiar with who she is. Lou's going into 3rd grade. And she's excited. We went school clothes shopping. We'd already bought some school clothes a while back. Kind of been buying them over the last month. But she's been wearing them, and I guess she kind of forgot that they were kind of for school. So this morning she's like, Mom, I don't know what I'm going to wear for the first day of school. I'm like, didn't we buy you clothes already? And she's like, but I don't really have anything. I was like, oh. So her and I ran out to Target. Plus, we decided to take a closer look at the school supply list and kind of do a check. Because tonight, for Meet the Teacher, you need to bring your school supplies. We kind of did a last-minute check on the list because we were haphazardly, you know, doing it a while back when we were at Walmart one day and just working off on my phone. And I didn't really have a good list printed out. And I wasn't sure if we got everything. And sure enough, we checked this morning and we were missing about 5 things on the list. So I'm like, why don't we go to Target And we can look for school supplies that we have missing. Hopefully they have something left, being school starts tomorrow. Talk about last minute. And that's not me. I'm definitely not last minute. But at the same time, there's that rush and there's that excitement. I do the same thing when it comes to Christmas. I'll shop way in advance for everybody, but then I'll keep shopping when I like to go out Christmas Eve, right before Christmas, just to go like last minute, maybe they need one more gift, or let's just get the excitement of, the Christmas shopping. And so that's kind of what I was feeling today, that rush of like, the last minute school clothes shoppers and school supply shoppers, and they were pretty cleaned out. But we were able to get everything on the list. Only thing we couldn't get, we ended up having at home already. I have a keep of like random school supplies, extra ones that we end up buying and they don't use. They end up bringing back home at the end of the year. So I have a little stack, and so we were able to. So we're good. Got our school supplies, but Target was kind of a disappointment. Their section for her age is not very good. They don't have a big selection. It's either babyish with like unicorns, and she's not really, or My Little Ponies. Well, she's going into 3rd grade and she's not really into any of that. And then the teenager type of stuff is like, oh my gosh, y'all, every shirt is short, like a crop top. Like, my daughter's not wearing a crop top. So what? And she's big for her age, and so she fits into those sizes. But that style is, I'm not doing it. She's not wearing a half shirt, especially to school or anywhere. So it's been hard to find clothes for her this year. Athletic clothes, yeah, that's fine. That's what we mainly had bought so far, was just, workout type of shorts and, t-shirts. But I can tell she wanted to dress up a little bit, and I understand that. But gosh, a lot. So we were disappointed at Target. We're like, let's get out of here. So we left, but not without stopping at Starbucks, because there's one inside the Target. And we both got a drink and a little snack, because, you gotta keep hydrated and, gotta be fueled up and ready to go. So then the next stop, the dreaded mall. I do not like the mall. Y'all, I don't like shopping, really. I'm not a big shopper. But she was right. The stores that had clothes that she might like were at the mall. So we thought maybe for H&M Kids, because H&M Kids is pretty good. We went in there. So it's funny, we get to the mall at about 10:45. And I thought maybe like Dillard's or Macy's, we don't have Sears anymore, or JCPenney, one of those stores, like one of the bigger department stores, would have a good kids selection. But when we got to the mall, there wasn't a lot of cars in the parking lot. And I thought, what's going on? And it was 10:45. Well, the mall doesn't open till 11. And I thought it opened at 10. So I told her, I said, why don't we go ahead and park in the main, near one of the main entrances and walk in? She goes, you can go in the mall when it's closed? I said, yeah. And there's these mall walkers, these people that walk the mall. They're not there to shop. And sometimes they tend to be older folks. I mean, I'm not stereotyping, but that's sometimes what you'll see. But yeah, I got to teach her all about mall walkers. She had no idea what I was talking about. And sure enough, there was lots of people. I was like, look at that lady. She doesn't have a purse. Check. She wearing tennis shoes. Check. Okay, does she have any bags? Has she been shopping yet? Nope. And she's here before the mall opens. They're walking the mall. And then as soon as the mall opened, they left. So they've been walking the mall for, I don't know how long I don't know when the mall doors actually open up to let you be able to start wandering around. But I love that. And I told her that's going to be so me. In a few years, I'm going to be walking the mall. Yep. I'm going to be one of those mall walkers. Hey, it's good exercise. It's air conditioned. You get to like window shop. I think it's pretty smart. So we got to people watch for a little bit this morning, and she got to learn all about that. And then, so H&M, the doors open at 11 and we go in, and disappointment. She found no, she doesn't wear jeans. No one of my kids don't wear jeans. A lot of kids don't wear jeans these days, but she's got some friends that are now wearing jeans. She's like, I really want a pair of jeans. And I guess the style is like high rise. Mom jeans is actually what they're called. Y'all know what mom jeans are. But the little girls, they have what they call mini mom jeans. So she found a pair of black jeans at H&M Kids that she liked. We tried them on and they fit. but she wanted that acid washed, she wanted a blue jean color, kind of a lighter faded blue. And I asked the guy that worked there, I said, do y'all have, these in this size, same as the black ones? And he goes, whatever we have is what's out. He goes, we had, so I don't know if y'all have this everywhere, but we have something called tax-free weekend. And it's always the weekend before school starts. And everything school related, school clothes and things are taxed. There's no tax on them. So he goes, we totally got cleaned out this past weekend. And my daughter and I kind of looked at each other after he walked away. And we've been in that store many times looking for something. And she's like, Mom, it's always like this. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know why we came in here. I'm like, we need to stop coming in here. We're always kind of disappointed. But got one pair of jeans, which is, that's a big feat. And they were kind of the relaxed fit. So, she doesn't like them tight. She doesn't want skinny jeans. I don't blame her. So we got her pair of jeans, but now we needed to get more, we needed shirts, right? So what's right next to H&M? She's like, let's go to Forever 21. I'm like, that I've seen the window. I've shopped in there before when I was younger, and I've seen the windows in there, and they've got the little skimpy stuff going on with the crop tops and all that. And I'm like, I don't think they're going to have anything that's going to be appropriate for you. And so we were walking towards that store, and I was trying to see what else there was. And there was Abercrombie Kids. Oh my goodness. If y'all are not familiar with that store, it's expensive. But I was like, okay, maybe they have things that cover your belly, and maybe things that fit and don't look so babyish. I mean, we just looking for, it's so hard to find something in between. She'll be 9 in a few weeks. And so she kind of just is at the in between. So we go in there, and she actually did find some stuff. She got a pair of mini mom jeans, and that's what they were called on the tag. They're so cute. She got the acid washed, but they're a little bit darker than but she got the, the denim color, the blue color. So she got a pair of jeans, and she got some t-shirts that actually go all the way down, past the waist, which is nice. She did get one tank top. Now I told her, she kept wanting to pick out tank tops and like little strappy tank tops. And I'm like, no, you can't wear those to school. There's a dress code. Plus that's not appropriate for school. It has to have sleeves. So there's one shirt she liked, and I said, okay, you can wear it, but not to school. And it was purple. It was really cute. And it had it's funny because she's starting to develop a little bit. And, I have some sports bras for her, and she's kind of shy about wearing them, but sometimes she'll wear them because she knows that, she needs to. But she, with this one tank top that she liked, there was a built-in bra. I was like, perfect. So she was kind of happy about that, and it wasn't a big deal. And it really wasn't a bra. It was just like an extra layer of, the fabric. And it had adjustable straps, which I liked. It was purple, so I let her get that. And then she got like I kind of felt bad because everything she was getting was like, fall, like for cooler weather, and it's still like almost 100 degrees out. And tomorrow she wants to wear jeans, and one of the shirts she got is like a long sleeve, almost like a flannel, like a plaid, really cute. But I thought, ooh, she's like, I'm just gonna wear this around my waist, and I'm gonna wear this t-shirt. She got a black t-shirt, and it says Wonder Woman on it. It's really cute. It's like a retro Wonder Woman shirt. So she got that, and she got another one that had a butterfly on it. So she kind of found some stuff that was, in that in between. But boy, it wasn't cheap. But I thought it was gonna be more than it was when we got to the register. I was like, okay, that wasn't, because we walked in the house, and my husband's like, oh, whoa, I know what that bag means. It means you just spent a ton of money. I'm like, it actually wasn't as bad as you're thinking it was, because I was thinking the same thing. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be worse. So, but she's happy. She cannot wait for the first day of school, because she's like, I get to wear my new clothes. And I just hope she doesn't like roast during recess, because it's gonna be hot. That girl's gonna be hot. But I pick her up, so she won't be walking, and I doubt they'll have PE tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. But one of the things that happened when we were shopping and it had me worried for a sec, because I noticed a kind of a trend of things she kept pointing out. She kept pointing out black. A lot of things that were all black. And she finally said to me, Mom, I like black. I like wearing all black. And I was like, whoa, no. I don't want you wearing all black. She kind of looked at me, and I'm like, that's like goth. like a goth look. She goes, what's goth? I don't understand what that means. I said, it's like kind of like, you know, and I started describing it and she goes, you mean like emo? I think it's emo is the term. I don't know, y'all. I'm old. I was like, yeah, if that's the same thing. She's like, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not going to start wearing like big heeled black boots and black lipstick. And I go, oh, okay. So we're on the same page. But I think it's emo. I don't know. The younger ones are probably laughing at me right now, y'all. They're probably going, oh my God. And y'all who are older than me, I hope you know what I'm talking about. It's just, who knows? I just don't want, you know, I just want a well-rounded kid that dresses, you know, will dress like a well-rounded adult. So just trying to teach her. But I know I'm trying to let her have her own style at the same time. But, you know, obviously with rules. So she knows what's appropriate and what's not. The other day she came out and she had found a pair of jean shorts that she had in her drawer, and they were a size too small. And I guess I had forgot to take them out and they were still in there. And she comes out yesterday wearing them. She goes, Mom, you like my outfit? And she was just testing me because she knew what I was going to say. I said, yeah, but don't you think those shorts are a little too tight, a little too short? I mean, they were almost to like her cheeks. And she was like, no, they're fine. I'm like, no, they're not. So yeah, she'll kind of test a little bit. I mean, that's normal for kids to do. They're going to test the boundaries and see what they can get away with. But she also knows that, you know, she also likes to put makeup on, but she just does it at home just for fun. And I've told y'all, you know, she loves to do makeup. And get this, my nails today, don't look too close, because if you look really close, they're not great, but she did a good job. She painted my nails. Yeah. Yep, they're good. So I was taking my nails off yesterday, my color, and she was like, can I paint them? I was like, okay. I was kind of nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are these going to look like? And then, you know, I have to do unboxings and, you know, this for y'all. And I was like, oh gosh, what are my nails going to look like? And I didn't want to hurt her feelings and like take it off and redo them. But she did a great job. She can do makeup and nails pretty good. So see what type of career she gets into. You never know. Yep. So, why I was kind of not diamond painting this weekend is because I don't know if y'all saw on Instagram, and I had mentioned it, I think in my last whip and chat, but I've been helping out Craftibly, and they're adding product review videos to the website. So if you go click on, you know, one of the paintings, and, you know, they've got the images down below. If you click on one of those images, you'll see a little play button. And if you click on that, you will see one of my videos. Now, I haven't done all of them yet, but they're just a quick little, so if you ever want to see a quick unboxing and you don't want to sit through one of the long ones, it's my, you know, because normally they're about 12 minutes, you know, when we go through a full unboxing, but these are just cliff notes. Everything's already pulled out. It's just boom, 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 boom. You know, point out the ABs, try to be as quick as I can without, you know, rushing too much. But on average, some paintings take a little bit longer because they've got more to point out. They've got more ABs and more detail. But I'm averaging about 3 or 4 minutes a video. Some of them are only 2 minutes, but I'm trying to not make them too long. So I've done 12 so far, and I have about 9 more to go. So, and you know, originally I thought, oh, this will be pretty easy. You know, I'm just opening them up and talking about them, but it's important to me that they are, you know, it's not like my channel where I can be kind of goofy and maybe if I mess up a little bit, no one's gonna get, you know, but this is for like their website, and this is for like, I see it as like a serious, maybe not serious, but you know, it needs to be accurate and you know, like I said, quick, and just a quick little synopsis. And so sometimes I have to refilm it because I'll, you know, stumble on a word or something will drop. I mean, I've had all kinds of things happen. So, and just even filming a video and then editing it is, I was exhausted. I have to say, after a few hours of just trying to knock some of them out, I started to feel a little like crazy. I was like, okay, I think I need to take a break. I've said, and I'm just, you know, because they have a lot in their kits, y'all. I mean, if you're gonna, you know, open a kit with the washi tape and all the things that come in the toolkit in that burlap bag, there's a lot. They have a lot of extras. They have a lot of ABs. I mean, it's all great stuff, But when you're trying to do a product review and point out all of the great stuff that they have to offer, it can, you know, one after the other, I just was, and then of course I'm really taking my time to do all the research, you know, of the painting before I start filming, of course, you know, learning all the, you know, the ins and outs of it all, sizing and numbers, and then I have to look very closely at where all the ABs are, because I can't take the time like I do in our regular videos to like be hunting and pecking and searching for them. So I have to like get to know the painting really, really well and become really close to it before I start the videos, is the way I feel. So, and going into it, I didn't know it was going to be that, but I'm loving it. I really appreciate, and I'm honored that they have given me this opportunity to, you know, even they've trusted me with this, and, you know, believe in me and are letting me, you know, be part of their, you know, represent their company basically. So I hope that helps them out. So if you ever, you know, like I said, I don't know if the ones I've done are even up there yet. I haven't looked. I've been sending them over there, but they've only had them for a couple of days, so they might not have added them to the website yet. But hopefully at some point I'll get through all of them, and it'll make, you know, hopefully it'll help them and help, you know, the consumer be able to make a decision on if that's the painting they want, just by maybe seeing a little unboxing. So I hope it really helps, because they're awesome people, and, you know, I really want to be able to help them out wherever I can. But so yeah, working on those, and then in addition to those, just doing my regular videos for the channel and then editing those. I just feel like I haven't diamond painted lately, so this is kind of nice just to sit here and just kind of, you know, hang out with you guys and just zone out for a little bit. Do I have too many on there? I think I do. Sometimes I have to knock them off because I get too many on there. Yes, so what else? So, you know, I hit my 1,000 subscriber milestone, which I'm still just floating about that, floating on air. It's the coolest thing. So thank y'all again. I wanted to thank you properly, and I wanted to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And I'd like to announce these things in whip and chats, because I feel like those are the people that really, you know, are your true subscribers that are watching your videos. So, and I don't want to make it complicated for me or you, because we all have a lot going on. So, let's just leave a comment. It's going to be that easy, y'all. Leave a comment in this video, anything you want to say, and I will, you know, you'll get a number assigned to you, and I'll just do a random number generator, and then I'll give it, I'm thinking, you know, a good week. And then I was thinking about doing a live and announcing the winner that way. I thought that'd be really fun, just doing a little pop-up live and announcing it that way. So you're probably wondering what I'm giving away. I've been thinking about it, and it's going to be several things, because it's a big deal, and I want to give back to you guys, because, you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So one of them, now there's going to be some surprises involved, so I'm not going to tell you everything, because how fun is it to get a package and you don't know everything that's in it? I love that. I love surprises, like I've told y'all before, so let's keep some of it a surprise. But I will tell y'all, I will be giving away one of the Craftibly paintings that they've been nice enough to give to me. And so what I'll do is, whoever wins, I will give you a choice. I will list out the ones that I have, and then you can choose. Okay, so I won't be choosing for you. You can actually choose one of your favorites that I have, and I'm sure you'll find one, because there's some, it's going to be more than one. There's so many to choose from, and they're all just amazing. So there's not one I don't like. So good luck picking one. That's going to be a hard choice, but I figured I would offer that. You also will get one of my 3D printed rainbow pen holders. Okay, and there's going to be a smorgasbord of other goodies. It will be a box of all kinds of things. Okay, y'all? There might be a pen in there. You never know. There might be some ABs. There might be, I mean, you just never know. I've already got a box going, and let's just say you're going to want to comment. So, okay, comment below. And like I said, I think I'll try to do a live. I think that would be fun. I just want to make sure that I'm not doing a live over anyone else's time. That's my only concern. And I don't know when everybody goes live. I know there's a master schedule, and I probably need to get my hands on that and see what the latest and greatest looks like. But I'm thinking maybe, so if y'all are seeing this on Thursday, let's go ahead and do a little pop-up live Thursday. How about that? I know Jenny goes live. Okay, so, and I want to say Becca may go live before her, but maybe there's no one before that. So I will make an announcement. I will put it in the description of this video, so y'all will know exactly when, and I'll make it known. I'll put a, an announcement out there so everybody knows. And you don't have to be present to win. So if you can't make it, it's not the end of the world. I just thought it'd be fun if the person is on and they found out they win. That would be fun to do. Plus, I like doing lives. I wish I could commit to a regular live schedule, but with 3 kids, and my husband works a lot, I just don't think it's possible. And I would hate to disappoint you guys and have to cancel all the time, or, I don't want to do that. So maybe I'll just do pop-ups and, give some notice when a good, time is, and then hopefully folks can join me if y'all want to. So, like I said, let's go back to August. August, the reason why August is busy is because of school. School's always, starting in August here. Now, the kids get out. The reason why my kids are starting, some people think it's early, because they got out in May. They got out May 30th, so the very end of May. So they've been out for a while. And so we've got school in August, which is coming. And then in addition to that, we've got 2 birthdays. My son Nate will turn 15 on August 17th. And then Lou will turn 9 5 days later, August 22nd. So she's having a big birthday party here at the house. She's going to do a pool party. It's going to be luau themed. And her and I already went to the party store. Went to Party City, and we've got, gosh, they had a ton of luau stuff. So it was so easy. It was a great theme. It was her idea, and a great theme. It originally was going to be like beach, which luau is beach themed, and she just wanted to do like a summer theme. So we just kind of went luau with lots of, we got tiki stuff and pineapples and palm trees, plates and napkins and decorations. So, and we did old school invites. We did paper invitations. Yeah, I wrote them all out, and then she addressed them to her friends. So far, everybody can come. So I'm getting a little nervous. It's going to be from 12 to 3. So it's a 3-hour party. I only wanted to make it 2 hours, and she looked at me with this sad face. She's like, but that's not very long. I was like, okay. I mean, it's true. By the time they start swimming and, you do presents and cake, and we're going to serve pizza. But her list is very long. We invited, and I was like, oh, well, not everybody will come. Oh, everyone has said yes so far. She invited 15 or so, 15, 16. I don't even know how many kids. So yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be kid soup. I remember whenever Ryan had his 13th birthday at the house, he did a pool party, and it was insane. Now it was boys. It was all boys. There was like 15, 13-year-old boys. They were we had some rafts out in the pool. We had some pool noodles. They were hitting each other with pool noodles, slapping each other with floats, landing on each other. Someone would be under a float. They would jump on top of them. It was just mayhem. And all I did was I just sat. I didn't want to be out there because I didn't want to embarrass my son, but I was sitting in the kitchen, and there's a window that looks out to the pool, and I was just sitting there, and I was just basically watching the mayhem and just making sure that I had a head count and that I could keep an eye on all the kids just to make sure everybody came back up if they went under. It was so stressful. Whoa, it was so stressful. It was crazy, but they had the best time. And the pictures, that's why I call it kid soup. It's just like the kids are just jumping everywhere and going crazy. So, yep. I did invite my mom and dad. So they're coming, and I did invite my mother-in-law and her husband. So she's coming. I'm not sure if he's coming, but she's coming. And so maybe they can help me, you know, keep, you know, an eye on everybody. And everybody knows how to swim. So obviously we wouldn't do, she wanted to do a pool party when she was younger. And I was like, no, we'd have to hire a lifeguard. And that means parents stay. And I don't want to have to deal with a bunch of parents and feed them and entertain them. So I did say on the invitation that it was a drop-off party. So please drop off your children. I'd rather watch them than have to deal with you. I mean, I hate to say that, but you know, it's true. It's easier if you just have to deal with the kids. Now, one of her friends is disabled and her mom will be staying. And of course I already knew that. So I was like, and she was like, is that okay? I'm like, yes, of course. And I already knew she was going to be staying. So not a problem, but she loves her. She's had class with her for a couple of years. And yeah, so she's inviting like I said, all the neighborhood kids are invited. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully everyone just gets dropped off or rides their bike over. There is, let's see, mainly all girls, but there are 2 boys that are coming. So she's really good friends with this one boy that she went to kindergarten with, and I'm good friends with his mom, and we've just stayed in contact, and they've hung out still and from time to time. And he's starting to get a little more boyish and like to play football, and she's getting a little more girlyish because she's kind of tomboy. And then, so they don't play as much as they used to as they've gotten a little older, but he's coming to her party. So she's excited. The boys used to give her a hard time, her brothers. And they say, oh, is that your boyfriend? Because I took them to the movies once, and they kept saying, ooh, you're going to the and she would just get so embarrassed and so mad at them. And I think she might have secretly liked him that way, but you know, who knows? She's too young for that anyway. So, but with this birthday party business, y'all. So what we did was we did old school invitations. So wrote them all out and actually mailed them to the ones we couldn't, you know, drop off. And then she and her friend rode around the neighborhood on their bikes. She had them in her basket, and they put them in everyone's mailboxes. And like I said, I mailed off about, you know, 6 or 7 of them, and I'm starting to get RSVPs. So her birthday is actually on the 22nd, but her party's on the 21st because the 22nd is a Sunday, and that'll be a school night. So it'll be the Saturday before her birthday. Nate, you know, he's turning 15, so he, you know, I don't think he wants to do a party. He hasn't mentioned anything. And what we do is, we've done it for a while, is in lieu of a birthday party, because, you know, they cost money. We offer up money instead of a birthday party, like the money that we would be spending on a birthday party. You can have a party or you can take the cash. So knowing Nate, he's money driven. He'll probably take the cash. And he's kind of my quieter one, and you know, he has some friends, but not like a ton. So I don't think he'd want to have like a big party. He's got a couple buddies that he's close to, but he's kind of more laid back, so he doesn't need all the hoopla. I originally was messing with him, and I said, yeah, we're gonna have, because when they were younger, their birthdays are only 5 days apart, and I would actually combine their birthdays at first when they didn't care. So I told him, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have a pool party for you and Lou. We're gonna share a party. And he's like, what? I'm like, her friends are coming over. It'll be fine. And he was like, no way. We're not doing that. So I had him going for a sec. But he's so funny. Okay, so I have a question for y'all. And maybe this is something that could be one of your comments. So where was it? It was in a live, I want to say. I forget. I was doing something. Was it this past weekend? No, I don't even remember, y'all. Oh my gosh, there's so much that's gone on since then. My mind's like, I can't remember. Anyways, it doesn't matter. There was I was on a live or whip and chat or somewhere doing something, and the topic of a mermaid event came up. And someone had said, you know, so as y'all know, I'm obsessed, right? I'm obsessed with mermaids. And so someone made the comment, you know, yeah, you know, you should do a mermaid event. And I was like, oh, you know what? I know what it was. It was Lindsay's live when we did the JBG along, the grand prize winner announcement. That's what it was on that live. And I've been thinking about it ever since. And would anybody be interested in a mermaid event? Now, obviously I wouldn't do it anytime soon. I think it needs to be done more towards like, you know, the right time of year for, I don't know what mermaid season is, but obviously not the holidays. I'm thinking more like, I don't know, spring, summer. So let me know if you have a mermaid in your stash or if you would buy one. But I would love to do a mermaid event, and I'm just trying to get my feelers out there and see if anyone would be interested in participating. And I'm also looking for a co-host. So any creators out there that are listening, interested, let me know, and maybe we can do an event. Multiple co-hosts. Maybe, I mean, I'm not saying it has to be one person. It could be, who knows, as many as I want. So the more the merrier is what I say. So what do y'all think? So yeah, I've got that kind of floating around a little bit. I'd like to do a mermaid event. And I think that'd be fun. We'd have to have like a catchy little name and a hashtag and all that good stuff. So be thinking about that and let me know if that's something, like I said, in the comments. Let me know if you'd want to participate or if you think that's a good idea. And then we'll kind of go from there. And like I said, it'll be, you know, maybe next year sometime. So it'll be a ways off. Okay, so speaking of back to school, I have a funny story to tell. And if he knows I'm talking about this. Okay, my door's closed, so, and I think he's still sleeping. So Ryan, okay, my oldest. Here's what happened. All right, so he tells me he's gonna go school clothes shopping with a buddy of his. I was like, okay. He's like, you know, do I have a budget from you to spend any money? Yes, here's some, you know, here's how much you can spend. And he has an emergency credit card on him in case he ever needs to use it. And I said, just use that one and this is how much you can spend. Okay. So he was gone for a while and he comes home and he can't wait. He was so excited. He couldn't wait to show me what he had bought. He's like, I found the coolest shirts. So I'm sitting on the couch and Nate is sitting next to me and we're about to go to dinner. So we're all kind of downstairs, Lou's down there, my husband, we're all down there. But he wants to show me his clothes because we told him to be home, right, you know, by the time we needed to go eat dinner. So he got home and he wanted to show us his clothes. He started showing us all these cool shirts. Some of them I don't know what it means or what it says. I hope it's appropriate, but so he pulls out a shirt and hold on a second. I'm gonna go grab it because it's still in the bag to be returned. Hold on, let me go grab it. I'm gonna pause it real quick. All right, I'm back. I went and grabbed it. Okay, I went and grabbed it, and hopefully I'll get in any trouble on my channel for showing this. He got this shirt and he didn't know what it meant or what it was. My 15-year-old even knew what it was. Nate was like, what? And he was showing me all the shirts and he kept going after he showed me this one. I'm like, whoa. Go, can you please go back to that last one? And here's what he got. Let me show y'all. Make sure I don't knock anything over. Okay, check this out. He bought it because of the color. Yeah, yep, bought this for school, back to school. I said, buddy, I said, that is not appropriate for school. I'm like, you are not allowed to wear that. He's like, what? I like the colors. It's like yellow and I like the tie-dye look. I was like, okay, do you see what it says under the word Playboy? He goes, what? I said, it says entertainment for men. He goes, what? And Nate was even like, Ryan, you know what that means. And Ryan, dead-faced, was like, I do not know what that means. And y'all, I think I believe him to some degree. Because he was awfully like convincing. And I'm like, does he really not know? He's 16 and you know, he's not sheltered. I'm like, what? So he was, oh, okay, I'll return it. And so he kind of got embarrassed and put it in the bag. And I said, do you know what that is? He goes, no. I said, I'll tell you later. And then Nate goes, Mom, it's that old guy, right? Is that old guy still alive or is he dead? I'm like, Hugh Hefner? He goes, oh my gosh. The whole thing was just hilarious. And I thought, oh my gosh, is this really happening right now? It was so funny, y'all. And then I couldn't wait to tell my husband. So he finally came in the room and I'm like, hey honey, come here. I'm like, look at the shirt that Ryan got. And he showed it to him and he goes, what? And I was like, but he didn't know what it was. So that's why he bought it. And he goes, he doesn't know what that is? I'm like, he says he doesn't. And I think he left the room at that point because he was embarrassed. But I thought, and Nate's like, I know what that is. So, oh gosh, I don't know if he really knew what it was, but if he knew what it was, I don't think he would want to wear that to school. So y'all, I think he's a good kid that doesn't know all the bad stuff. Not that it's bad, but it's definitely not school appropriate. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with over here. And then the other day, Nate and I were outside, and I think we were swimming, and I forget what it was. He goes, I'm almost as tall as you. And I go, yeah, you are almost as tall as me. I'm like, do you have hair? I said, do you have hairy armpits? Do you have hair under your arms? He goes, and he got totally embarrassed about his armpits. And I'm like, let me see. He's like, no. I'm like, let me see. I'm like, I've seen all of this and even more. Come on, please. It's an armpit. But he was so embarrassed. I'm like, is an armpit bad? And so I pulled up my shirt. Look at my armpit. And he goes, Mom, stop. He got really, really embarrassed. Y'all, it's so fun to mess with them. Oh, it's so fun. They get embarrassed so easily. It's just the best. This is the fun age right now because they just get, they get super embarrassed. And maybe armpits are embarrassing. What do y'all think? I don't know. I think they're just armpits. It's not like a private part. Not that I think, not that I see. I don't know. All right, what color do I need next? I need this guy. So what else is going on? I know, I forgot to tell y'all, I know I wasn't feeling great. Speaking of, let me grab some water. My last women chat, but as you can tell, I'm back. It lasted, the cough is gone. I mean, I still have like a dry cough now, but all the other stuff is all gone. And it only lasted about 4 or 5 days. And then it was good. It's gone. No more sore throat. I mean, I was coughing all night. I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah, all's good. I'm feeling great. I'm, no complaints here. So I am feeling better. So we've had some issues lately with sleepovers with Lou. And I was going to tell you all about them. So let's see. Where did it start off? Okay. So last weekend, I guess after I talked to you last, she had a sleepover like that next night. And it was going to be over here. No, it was going to be at her best friend's house, who was just a house away. And, she doesn't like to sleep over at anyone's house. I've mentioned that to y'all before. She gets scared and gets homesick. But that's the only house that she feels okay with. So they're normally over here. And so she spent the night over there. Everything was fine. And next thing you know, next morning, she shows up in our bedroom and I'm in bed and I'm sleeping and she's standing there. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing home? Because normally they don't come home that early in the morning. And she's like, she wasn't feeling good and she threw up. So I had to leave. I was like, oh my gosh. So then we were all afraid that she was going to get the stomach bug, but she didn't. So that was good. So that was one sleepover that didn't go quite as planned. And then the next one was a few days later. And, we have the rule where it's only one a week. Well, we thought that one didn't really count. It did, but it didn't. So we thought, okay, we'll let you have one. So, and I think it had been like 4 or 5 days. So we had her friend was going to spend the night. And she comes over. Everything's fine and dandy. Take him to get candy. Feed him. The whole 9 yards. To watch a movie. Popcorn. I mean, everything. Great time. A great sleepover. Okay, it's time to go to bed. And by the time they get their pajamas on and I, tuck them in, here it is. I'm in bed now. I'm done. My job's over. I'm crawling in bed. Got my dog on my lap. I'm ready. Got my iPad. I'm ready just to chill out. I get a knock at the door. Yes, come in. She and her friend come in. It's 11 o'clock at night. She wants to go home. What? She wants to go home. She doesn't feel good. Her stomach hurts. I'm like, okay. And then she goes, and it smells bad. Now, she's a little one. She's the youngest one of my daughter's friends. She's young. She is young and she's little and she says what's on her mind. No filter. And I'm like, what do you mean it smells bad, honey? I'm like, is there anything that I can do? She goes, it smells like poop up there. I was like, my house doesn't smell like poop. Like dog poop? And she's like, yes. I'm like, okay. They were up in the room that we're going to turn into a craft room. And I was like, our dogs don't poop or pee up there. She goes, it just smells weird. And I thought, well, maybe it's the blanket and the pillows that I'd given her. And so I was all like, the next morning, I'm all sniffing everything, trying to figure out. But I'm like, I hope she didn't go home and tell her mom that, you know, their house smells like poop. Yep. So that was, so that one really didn't count. Okay. So I hopped in the car and I drove her home. I texted her parents. They didn't answer. Rang the doorbell. They came out and they're like, we're so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. It happens. No worries. And they live in our neighborhood, so it's super easy. So let's see. Last night. Oh, okay. So I'll back up. So because that sleepover didn't go well and the little girl left at 11, my daughter was upset. And she's like, will you sleep with me? Because, I don't get to have a sleepover yet. Maybe we can have a sleepover. Okay. So I sleep with her. I didn't sleep all that great, but we had a sleepover. So that was that. Okay. And she was pretty happy and got over it. And then last night, another little girl from the neighborhood is going to spend the night. Same thing, having a great time, partying it up. I mean, last night of summer, right? Before it's a school night. Yes. Last time to have a sleepover. Let's do it. Did it all up. Everything. You name it. Swam, ate, dessert, everything. Movie. Okay. Time to get ready for bed. Brush your teeth, I tuck them in, read them a story. I get in bed, and y'all, it's like a repeat. 11 o'clock comes in. This time, this one's crying. I want my mommy. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? What is going on? I was like, oh, jeez. Good thing I hadn't taken my Ambien yet. That would have been bad. To she's like, I'm like, what's wrong? Is there anything I can do? I'm trying to convince them to stay. You feel bad. And my daughter's crying. This is the second time this has happened to me. I'm like, honey, it's not you. It's okay. She's starting to think it's her because she's had 2 friends that have gone home early and they couldn't spend the night. So I felt so bad for her. She was feeling like, it's me. Maybe I stink. So she, and I thought it was strange. Her mother, from last night, her mother had sent me a text message around 10. And she's never said this before. And her daughter has spent the night here many a time, so we've never had an issue. So, but here, she sent me a text message and she's like, hey, by the way, if you need me for anything, my phone goes on Do Not Disturb. And so I won't see any text messages, but call me if you need anything. I'm like, well, that's weird. Her daughter has spent the night over here multiple times and I've never had to contact her, and she's never said that to me before. Well, now I know why. Because when I called, so I decided to call because I knew text wouldn't work. Called and she's like, hello? Like she was expecting it. And I'm like, hi. She goes, she wants to come home, doesn't she? I'm like, yes. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, I'm sorry. She said last night, so the night before our sleepover, her daughter had tried to spend the night at the little girl's house who said our house smelled like poop and had to go home and couldn't spend the night either. So they're all doing it. I don't know what's going on, but they're all missing their parents at like 11 o'clock at night. So she goes, I'll send my husband over. I'm like, okay. So I didn't have to get up. Well, I got up and I went to the door and I waited for her dad and make sure she got off okay and waved to him. But, so then guess what? I got to have a sleepover. I slept in the bed with my daughter again. So, y'all, I'm ready for school to start, I think. Oh, maybe not. I have to go to bed early tonight. I have to set an alarm. It's like I'm going back to work. I have to make lunches. Oh, I got to deal with homework. But it's not going to be homeschooling, which is what we went through last year. Not as of right now. Of course, we're seeing things kind of change a little bit, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that, it doesn't get worse. But you never know. So we'll do what we got to do if it gets to that point. But as of right now, things are, you know, back to normal, if you will, to some degree. So, yep, that's what's been going on around here lately. Like I said, Lauren's really excited about school. My boys are not excited about school. I actually was talking about it last night, and Ryan was like, shh, stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I'm like, buddy, we got to talk about school because it's starting tomorrow. You know, it's happening whether you like it or not. So, and this is going to be Nate's first year in high school. He doesn't seem nervous, which is great. He was, you know, he got his schedule and he was kind of curious like where everything was. And I said, you know what? I bet there's a map of the school on their website. So we got on my computer and we hopped on there together and we did find a school map. And so I think he felt better once he realized how close his classes are all together. And he kind of has a feel for where everything is now. So he's not as nervous. So he feels prepared. But that's going to be weird seeing my oldest take him to school in the morning. So that's going to be kind of nice. I'll just have to take one and then make sure the other two are up and running and get them out of the house. And then I'll be free. And y'all, you know, I'm going to spend all my free time doing probably multiple things. But I already have kind of a little list going. So I definitely need to do several returns. So from all this school clothes shopping, a lot of times they don't want to try things on. Or I buy it for them if I'm out and they're not with me. So either they don't fit, they didn't like them. So like I was so happy. I found a pair of shoes at Costco. And they were $29.99. A pair of Adidas. Really, really cool shoes. I got them for Nate because Nate doesn't like to go shopping. And they don't fit him. And I even got him a half size bigger. So I don't know. So I'm bummed out. So I have a ton of returns. I've got to go to the mall again to do returns. I've got to go like to another shopping center. I've got to go to like 4 or 5 different places to do some returns. I've got all these return bags and all these receipts. And if I don't do it, then I don't want to forget, you know. So I'll probably just be running around. Maybe I'll do shopping with Shay. I don't know. Maybe we'll go return some stuff and go get in some trouble. But yeah, I got to do returns and I want to get my car washed. I just need to take care of some stuff, you know, that I haven't really been able to, you know, while the kids have been out of school. So, yep. I went to the grocery store yesterday and loaded up on like, you know, snacks for their lunches and all that good stuff. So I feel like I'm good there. Made sure we had bread, you know, got to make all the sandwiches and made sure I had, you know, little granola bars and all the things, little snacks. So I'm a little nervous. This always happens. I feel like it's the first day of school for me too. You know, I'm always nervous that I'm not going to wake up in time and I'm just afraid how it's all going to go. But the first day of school, the teacher said I'm allowed to walk my daughter to her class, but only the first day of school. And then after that, they walk in, you know, by themselves. So I asked her today, I'm like, do you want mom to walk in with you? She's like, yeah. So finding parking, yeah, that's going to be fun. I almost want to walk, which maybe we'll do that now that I'm thinking about it. We're not that far from school and it's probably even easier just to walk. I'm going to suggest that to her. See what if she thinks that's if she'll go for that. But that means I have to get dressed. Well, I am walking into the school, so I can't go in my pajamas. I better be dressed. I'm used to dropping her off I'm used to dropping everybody off in my pajamas. Yeah. Speaking of, you know, we've got Meet the Teacher tonight. I got to put some makeup on. Right now I'm rocking some active wear with a bun with no makeup. So I guess I got to put myself together so I look somewhat presentable for the teacher tonight. So I've got to do that after I get off. I'll probably put some makeup on. And then I got to figure out dinner in the midst of being there, you know, at the same time we eat dinner. So that's going to be fun. I might just pick up something. We'll see. But, oh, I'm hearing kids in the hallway out there. I hear a boy. We have a little boy in our neighborhood. Oh, I don't know if I told y'all about that. Maybe I did. He's the little boy that wrote his name on my daughter's door, on her closet door. And we're like, whoa, he's not allowed to come over here anymore. So if my husband hears him, he's probably going to be like, it's the boy that wrote on our door. Yeah, he wasn't real happy about that. I was able to get most of it off, but he wrote it in pen. And I even tried that little, magic eraser and it got most of it off. You can kind of see it a little bit. It's kind of faded, but you can see a little bit of it still. If you knew it was there, if you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't see it. So I think it's because I just know it's there. But what else, y'all? Let me think. I took notes. Let me just make sure I didn't forget anything. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Don't forget to put a comment in the comment section, okay? And then I will plan on doing a pop-up live next Thursday night. And I'll give y'all more details. I'll make sure there's a reminder on the channel that comes up, and hopefully y'all can make it. And we'll do a little grand prize drawing. Okay. Hope y'all have a good rest of your week. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd love to have you guys join me. And there's just a little subscribe button down there. I can't point or do anything because I'm just I'm in the zone right now, just moving with this color. But yeah, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, that's all I got. Okay, y'all. All right, I love you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye, guys.